Hello, everybody. Um, Welcome to the season finale of KingsGuard. I can remember the name of the show that I do. Um, we find ourselves entering a new land at the very end of our season, and I'm looking forward to giving everybody just a sample of what they can expect. But that's enough about the show and me. Let's get to the most important part of any story, and that's the people that make the story happen. So we're going to start with the king of Kingsguard. AJ, go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, I'm AJ, also known as Susha Kid, and I will be playing Eugene Festificker, Man of Sea and Stars, King of Gloria. But under the guise of here, I go by a different name, heeding the words of our compatriots last time. I think I'm gonna go by Owen.
Owen. Okay, well that's ballsy. That is certainly ballsy. Okay, I see you.
It's a common name. There's a
common enough. Also, Owen is he, they. Yeah, and I am he, him.
All right. Well, moving right along, we have Anita. Go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hello, I'm Anita, or Panita, or Critical Misses, and tonight I play Yenna Stein, but for the moment, you can just call them Stein. Yenna uses she, they pronouns, as do I.
All right. Moving right on down, we've got D. D, tell us a bit about yourself.
Good evening, my lovely creatures of the dark. My name is Dee, and tonight I will be playing a Dezuko, whose codename is going to be Lion for the foreseeable future, because we were warned at the end of the episode to not use names that we actually have attachments to. So that's an important caveat, and Captain is no longer the codename, because that's the title that a day cares about. So, yeah.
All right. And next we have Darby. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Darby.
Hi, I'm Darby, and also following the advice of our new regent individuals who are guest friends. Tonight I'm going by the name of Mirabelle. No attachments here whatsoever. Use she, her pronouns, and Mirabelle uses, this Mirabelle uses she, her pronouns. The real Mirabelle will use was, were pronouns at some point.
Jesus Christ. And finally we have Harper.
Hello everyone, my name is Harper, and tonight I play Shosha Sistruris, who for the foreseeable future will be called Sana. Shosha's pronouns are she, her, and mine are she, they.
All right. I should also mention my pronouns are he, they. Awesome. I got to get better at that. So, we're going to pick up right where we left off last time. Being guided by the regents of summer and autumn, you were taken to the door, the gateway to the Feywild. And our last session ended with you crossing that threshold. And today's session begins with you hearing the door closing behind you. Just a simple. And strangely enough, the area that you see yourself in looks exactly like the area you left, just that there is a pretty mundane door, pretty mundane brown door in an open forest behind you. But ahead of you, well, there's just forest. Beautiful forest. The unlife that that was in the forest previously seems to have gone, and everything is much more vibrant. But other than that, it looks the exact same. You're just in a forest. What do you choose to do?
Well, I suppose we won't get lucky enough to get another guide that can walk us through this part.
Probably not. We can always have a look around, though. I'm not sure, DM. What sense would I use to kind of like feel for the like? Does this place feel like it's just walking through a forest, or does it feel weird?
Feels like you're walking through a forest. If you want to take a look into it deeper, you got to tell me how you intend to do that. So far, everything seems the same.
I think that Shosha wants to try to tap into her new connection with like the land and see if this feels like how familiar this feels, basically.
Okay. I'm gonna say go ahead and give me a nature check, and I'll let you make it at advantage.
Okay.
Okay, so an 18. So you're able to tell that there is something definitely different. It's everything is optimal. The soil is optimal for all the crops around it, or all the life around it, the trees, the plants. Everything is perfect, as if an entire forest was being perfectly maintained by a very, very skilled caretaker.
Well, whatever area we're in right now seems to have been somehow maintained. So if we can find the person or thing that maintains it, maybe they could point us in the correct direction.
Possible.
Does there appear to be like a path of any sort that seems like walked, or is it just like straight forest in front of us?
It's straight up forest. You can attempt a survival check to see if there's any sort of tracks, any sort of anything that you can make out.
Sure, we're living life, right? And
there are tracks. There are footprints. Pretty familiar footprints. What size shoe does a day wear?
A day wears a 13.
Yeah, they're perfect size 13 tracks.
I'm not going to like being here very much, I don't think. This is going to annoy me. Alright. Well, what we can't do is stand here at the door too scared to do anything. So we need to stay close to each other and vote on a direction.
Well, we could always get a better view. Healy, would you mind going to scout and tell us what you see?
It's a good idea. Do you plan on sending her up or forward?
I plan on sending her up. Healy? Is she not responding to me?
You do see Healy is just looking up in awe.
At anything in particular?
You look in the direction that Haley's looking, you can't really see anything.
I'll use Voice of the Chainmaster and look through her eyes.
You look up and there is a winged figure hovering over, going.
I will speak in Shosha's voice through Healy. I
What do you
don't
say?
think we're entirely alone.
Let's see. Everybody roll me a perception check.
Okay.
The 2
At least
minus
it's not,
1.
It's not a natural one.
Okay, so Shosha, Eugene, you hear like the disappointed, exasperated sigh of someone somewhere. Shosha, you see that it's coming from the winged figure who you can tell has noticed that you are looking through your companion's eyes, and giant wings flap and send them into the cloud.
What did
Everybody-
this figure look like?
They were covered. They were wearing a brown ragged robe, black dreadlocks, very androgynous horns, and one pauldron on the left side there. And they just
All right.
nobody else heard anything but a day. A day, you hear those looking for the Regent of Winter should come this way.
No, I don't think we are alone. Any other information outside of that?
Well, something just flew away.
Oh, I was talking about a voice. Great. I'm glad multiple things are happening. This is good.
You heard a
This is-
voice?
You
Yes,
heard a voice?
It recommended a direction for us to meet the Regent of Winter. I'm inclined to listen to it.
Can
Did
I
any?
make an insight check on the environment?
Sure, absolutely you can.
Can I get a vibe check on the room?
Yeah, like the
Absolutely you
vibe.
can.
Can I vibe check this ficus real quick? I don't like how it's
Yeah.
looking at me.
No, go ahead and roll an insight check on the Feywild. Go ahead. Okay,
Is-
18.
18?
Okay, what are you looking to find out exactly?
Just is this forest like aware? Like does it feel like this is like kind of like normal nature stuff, or does it feel like there's something not quite right here?
You look with a keen and discerning eye, an eye practiced in the study of all things arcane and magical, and you stare down a tree in the distance, and as best as you can tell to your recollection and all of the worldly knowledge that you've accumulated, you can confirm that it is in fact a tree.
Don't look at me.
Is the voice? Go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, if we have really nothing else to go off of,
It's
following
better
the voice is better than nothing.
Well, we could also
That's-
follow the creature that flew off. I'll point in the direction the creature flew off in.
It did fly straight
Yeah,
up into the
Oh,
clouds.
lovely. I forgot that piece.
Hmm.
We could,
Here's-
we could always follow.
Before we follow the directions of this voice, does the voice lead off into the same direction that my footsteps are leading?
Yep.
Out of curiosity.
Yes, it
Interesting.
is.
I think we should follow the voice. Like Owen said, we have to do something, and this is something. So even if something bad happens, we'll just handle it. It's better than fucking around and a forest. So
Instead of standing around and waiting for something to happen, we fuck around and find out.
I like that. Fuck
I
around and find out.
strongly dislike that.
No, that's a good saying, just in general.
The only way... no, I'm not going to steal that from KingsGuard.
A day will, Lion will start walking the direction
And I
of
will-
that the voice recommended.
I will follow Lion.
Okay. Oh God! As soon as somebody slips over the name, I want to have fun.
Even if we're thinking it, like even if we're just saying it to you, the DM.
Well, that depends on what area you find yourself in.
Oh, fucking great.
Is our out of character referring to ourselves as our own people? That's safe, right? Like that.
I literally don't want to chance it.
I am getting a...
Oh, we're in for a whole season of this, folks. Okay.
Great.
So you follow the footsteps.
Oh gosh. Oh no. Oh Lord. Please refer to my familiar as Tholu for the foreseeable future.
All right.
Works for me.
That was Harper's reaction, but Son's
Yeah.
voice.
Okay.
Sorry.
So you follow the footsteps, and it takes you to a very big willow tree with a super comfy looking quilt laid out under the tree in the shade. There is a wicker basket with fruits and sandwiches overflowing from the wicker basket. There is a nice picture of what seems to be very refreshing lemonade. And there's a sign that says, "For the KingsGuard."
Absolutely not.
We were expected. Good.
I do recall one of the regents saying to be careful about what we consume in this area.
Mm-hmm.
Very specifically, yes.
So perhaps we don't.
But if
thank
this
you.
is here, it means someone set up to be here was more what I was referring to.
You're correct, but it bodes ill in my assessment of the situation. I would like to look around and see if there are any living creatures about.
Go ahead and roll me a survival check.
I'm so good at that. $18.
There's just a flock of blue jays that are just flying by, but other than that, nothing too obvious. I'll also allow you a perception check as well.
Okay. 16.
With the 16, you do see there are just a couple of ants and some bugs, what you would expect to see normally, and you do catch a chipmunk kind of skittering about. And you're the first to notice that the sign begins to unwrite for the KingsGuard, and then it writes, "There's peanut butter and jelly."
Well, whoever it is wishes to converse with us, I think.
Yeah, I would like to approach the food basket and the sign.
Mhm.
Just sort of like squat in front of them.
Are you on the blanket?
Oh, there's a picnic blanket. Yeah.
Okay. So you sit on the blanket, and it's very comfortable. The food looks really good. The lemonade has just the perfect amount of condensation coming down, making it look delicious. And it's like you could tell that it smells good. Like, you know, when lemonade like has too much water and not enough lemonade in it. Like you can smell like, oh, that's just the right amount of lemonade in here. There's a ham sandwich, there's a turkey sandwich, there's a BLT, there's peanut butter and jelly, there's peanut butter and bananas.
All right, Lauren, I haven't eaten dinner yet. Why are you doing this today? what are we doing right now, my guy?
Hey, I have eaten dinner and I'm still
hungry. Same.
A day will sort of saying to the sign, this is quite a nice spread. Do all visitors to the Feywild get such a lavish welcome, or are we a special case?
The sign goes, no, they usually get tricked.
Assuring me that this isn't one, right?
The sign then writes, it'd be a pretty obvious trick.
I'm
Go ahead.
I'm gonna grab onto Yenna's like upper arm and close my eyes and only perceive this entire situation through Thola's eyes.
Okay. You look around and there's nothing, no one.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay there.
Okay.
Well, we are looking for the Winter Regent. I don't know if it was you who spoke to me earlier that led us this direction, but if you could point us in that direction, it'd be greatly appreciated.
Vasai goes, would love to chat. Lunch? Question mark?
I'd feel a lot more comfortable if there was someone here to share the food with me.
Okay. And there's just a gust of wind, and off in the horizon you see Mirabelle just kind of walking in your direction.
Not who I expected.
Can I Arcana check?
Sure.
Is that real?
Absolutely, go for it.
24.
There doesn't seem to be any type of magic that you could recognize.
Arabella's just going to, she's not moving, or Mirabelle is not going to move particular way. She's just going to very tightly hold onto Ariel in one hand and Castanet in the other.
Funny story that you try to grab Ariel and it does not appear to be on your person.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Welcome to the Feywild, folks. It's already.
I'd be able to.
Did you play that bad luck card? Or
Oh no, did you see me play that bad luck card?
no?
Okay,
But
well,
I'm
I guess
also blind. I can't see.
Stein, if you wouldn't mind, I believe Owen can take charge of Sana. Would you mind joining me for this lunch?
Not at all. First of all, Stein is going to use their divine sense, and see if there is any Fey, Fiend, Celestials, dead, blah 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 blah.
yes.
Everywhere.
I imagine it's like walking into an incense shop as soon as you turn on the divine sense.
No, it's all coming from one source.
Hmm?
You see, Mirabelle is walking towards you, and you do your divine sense, and it's just like bring, bring, bring.
An interesting form to choose. All right.
So lunch?
Certainly.
Lead the way, line.
Okay. And you see the Mirabelle's just going ham on a BLT. The red fries is really good.
Shit. Ade will pour himself a glass of lemonade and take so Noir, you know how you drink white people Kool-Aid? That's the kind of sip that Ade is taking of this lemonade. It's just like the Ferris, what is this type deal?
And you know how when you check for it and you're expecting it to be not nearly enough sugar and nearly enough Kool-Aid in there?
Mm-hmm.
It's the exact opposite reaction where it's like, oh, okay.
Okay.
But you do it, that is up to you, but it tastes delicious. Also, I'm gonna need a charisma save.
There are.
Okay. That's why I brought the aura one next to me.
Yep.
The reasons I do things. It's what's the bonus to the charisma save you provide, Stein?
It's a +5.
Okay. So that will be a 20.
Okay. So you feel yourself getting a little tipsy, getting loose, but then you're able to tap it down,
Refreshing.
It's like the first 4 seconds of blaming on the alcohol start playing in your head. You're like, no,
Got it.
not right now.
Also, if this is if that is a charm effect, anyone within 10 feet of me cannot be charmed.
It is not.
Okay.
I'm going to, with Sana holding on to me now instead of Stein, I'm going to guide them to at least sit on the blanket along with Line and Stein. And I look to our Mirabelle, who is probably just standing.
Our Mirabelle is looking for her dagger. Her
As you're
friend, who's chaotic as all honkin' heck.
As you're padding around, you see Mirabelle kind of looking at you and sighing
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Ow! Ow! Oh, wait!
Okay, before Sana sits on
Where's
the
your
blanket,
leaves?
by the way, something goes up.
Okay, so first off, don't be mad.
Why would I be mad?
Things are a little different here, right?
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, there's just so much, just everything here. It's like chaos personified. Everything here is chaos. It's just, there's so much, right? And so, really, you should try this BLT. It's the best. It's so good. Anyway,
Did
what
you
was I
make it
saying?
yourself?
I think I might have. I could just do so much stuff.
Can I check for the leaves real quick? Anywhere on person?
You can go ahead and make an investigation, but keep in mind she's wearing the same amount of clothes as Mirabelle normally does.
Yeah, I just
she's essentially dressed the same as you.
yeah. Oh, same as me. Fine. Just yeah. 23.
You start to look, and you could swear you see the flashing of a tattoo on the upper thigh as she crisscross applesauces, and she goes, "Hey, I was up here."
Oh, I think Darby might have froze a little bit.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we're good.
Sorry, is my internet being
It's being chopped
A little bit.
just a little bit.
funky fresh?
Um,
You know what? You know what? Eugene is going. Owen's going to reach for a BLT
Mhm.
and just Squidward bite, Krabby Patty. Just the teeniest.
All right, go ahead and make me a wisdom check. Wisdom save.
Ooh, fun. That's gonna be a 24 with that +2.
Plus 5 from Yenna.
Oh,
If you're in 10 feet of Yenny, you get plus 5 to the roll too from
so
Aura.
so yeah, 29.
Hey, you hear the first 4 seconds of "Nuck If You Buck," and you feel like you want to be a wild boy, like just like, why am I wearing clothes? But then you tap it down. Tap it down.
I mean, I am kind of a wild boy, but
I love it. I love it.
and I just continue eating the BLT.
You want to fight somebody, but ultimately, like, you're able. It's just like, you ever hear a hip hop song and you had a bad day, and you just like, if somebody says something,
you're just pacing around and like,
oh, I can't wait to check somebody. It's like the first time I heard fight music by D12, I was like, oh, if my name was Kyle, this plasterboard would get it. But you're able to control the urge. But yeah, that's all that happens, really.
Lion will say, well, if you are who I am making the assumption you are based on your interaction with Mirabelle, do you have directions to the winter regions?
You know what they say about people that assume, right?
I do, and I am very publicly an ass, so it's not, kind of net, losing nothing.
Is that what they say about people who assume?
You
It's
make
an
an
ass out of you and me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Wait, out of you and me? Why would I want to insult myself if I tell somebody that if they assume it's a bad
okay,
thing?
so it's like kind of like a mnemonic device because
I never understood it.
Right,
So
it's
So what do you think it means? Like, what do you think assumptions?
I was just gonna say it in hopes that somebody would be able to explain it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So while this entire interaction is happening, Sana is in Tholu's head and is doing scouting laps about 50 feet above us.
Okay. So, give me a perception check at disadvantage.
Okay. Do you want me to use Tholu's or Sana's?
You'll use the lose.
Okay, let me look that up real quick. Hold on. I gotta do a thing. I have to remember what those bonuses are because I don't remember what those bonuses are. And I don't think I actually programmed them.
as a point, Lion does continue to like sip on the lemonade, but does not eat anything.
Okay, it's really good. It's the best lemonade you've ever had.
Yo, what kind of condiments is on this BLT? What am I dealing with this BLT? Describe it.
Light mayo, light mustard, and a third condiment that you can't quite tell what it is, but it tastes so goddamn good.
So Tholu rolls an advantage, so that is a 19.
Gotcha. There is a swarm of something heading in Tholu's direction.
In Tholu's direction?
Mm-hmm. As they're in the sky scouting. And then you share senses, but not thoughts.
Correct, but we can communicate telepathically.
Yeah, but you don't get to hear what somebody who is communicating telepathically to them would say. So
Fun.
Unless they relate that information.
have Tholu make a save. It's going to be a charisma save.
Okay, hold on. I don't think that. I'm not sure if she gets my bonuses for saves whatsoever.
I will allow her to roll with your save.
Cool. And it is a
Charisma save.
charisma save. Thank you. Is it a magical effect? That only affects me. That's a UNT thing. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
17.
You hear, "Sorry, mother, I must go." And the summoned familiar spell, the familiar can basically be unsummoned, and that's what just happened.
I was not aware that a familiar could unsummon themselves of their own volition.
Unless it's not of their own volition. You are roll me an Arcana check.
Gladly.
God bless.
This is bewildering to you. That's not supposed to happen. That's not supposed to happen.
So I assume that Sana is somewhat violently shunted back into her own senses, correct?
Tholu would have done it gently, so you would have felt Tholu gently pushing you out, closing the door, and going.
Cool. Sana's immediately gonna try to reach into her ring.
Okay. Roll me this would be. Roll me a d20 plus your level. And this is gonna be a contested roll.
Great. Awesome. 16.
A nat 20, and I am not telling you the level. But you do, when you try to commune, Mirabelle looks at you and goes, "I wouldn't. That's a whole lot of people in there."
I know that. How do you know that?
Because you know that.
How do you know what I know?
I mean, just because I think for most of us, we're kind of friends, right? Like, I think that we're kind of friends for the most part. Like,
That does not explain how you entered my mind and extracted information.
didn't really enter your mind. I talked to your friend, and your friend told me a little bit about you, and now I know a little bit more about you. I'm supposed to watch over you a little bit. I'm supposed to watch over this one a little bit, and it's just like really stressful. And I feel like I'm being questioned, and I don't. No. I was told about this.
Yeah. You want to? What would you like us to call you while you're out and about like this? Is there a name you would prefer?
I mean, I was kind of gonna go with Mirabelle.
Well, it might be a little issue because I was also gonna go with Mirabelle.
Well, you could be Mirabelle too.
Mirabelle 1, Mirabelle 2.
No, I will be Mirabelle, and you will be Mirabelle 2.
Like the number 2 or TOO?
Yeah, like I'm the first one and you're the second one.
Right. Well, that won't get confusing. How about I just pick a different name?
You gotta be like this. So I wanted to make us a picnic to kind of explain that I am a person for a little bit. Mm-hmm. Hi, everybody. I am the person formerly known as Dagger.
Mm-hmm.
Dagger, formerly known as Person. Right. Also, we are being watched.
That much I gathered.
Yeah, the fairies, you're, and then and now you're, it's like, well, not, because that's like, but instead of, they're like, you dig?
What exactly do they have against Tholu? Why can't she be here?
Fairies are a little territorial.
Are they going to be territorial towards us?
I would
Well,
assume
we're not
so.
in the skies, so.
So you're telling us that we can't fly while we're here?
I mean, you can.
Just not in fairy territory. We can't fly here. This is fairy country.
I mean, everybody. I only know a little bit because everything's coming in and out so fast, and there's just a lot. There's so much to see because, like, usually where I'm from, usually when I'm in the material plane, I've got the entire history of the material plane in my head, and I've seen it for so long and so often that I can kind of take the little pieces and put them in perspective and put them in the right order. But now, like, I'm in an entirely different plane, right? And I'm seeing all of the timeline of this place, but it's all jumbled. And to tell you, this was chaotic already, but this place is already so chaotic, so I can't even really make sense of much of anything.
Have you and I not been here before in other branches?
I know that, but I don't know it yet.
Take another deep breath, I think.
Do you want a sandwich?
Can you actually breathe now? Is that a thing now that you're in this sort of corporeal form?
I mean, it's basically made of water. Like she cuts her hand, and it's just.
Oh,
Excellent, interesting to know. More like
Can
a
you-
nymph then.
Well, nice
know-
to actually finally meet you.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yes.
See you.
Oh,
Owen,
you are just such a great person. I like you.
maybe we should reintroduce ourselves so we can make
Oh,
sure
I got it. Mirabelle 2, Lion, Anna, and Stein, and Owen.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And Solu somewhere.
The funny thing about that, when people are, when casters, they do that ritual where they get a companion, a familiar.
Mhm.
They generally come from here. So Tholu actually has a place here somewhere. We just have to find it.
So you're telling me that I cannot resummon Tholu? I have to go find her.
You may be able to if Tholu wants to come.
What do you mean? Of course she wants to come.
What makes you make that assumption? Because she's your familiar?
We've been companions for years. If
And
she
how
had
many-
wanted out, she could have said so. I've given her the option.
Have you given her the option for a break?
Yes, often.
What is a break to you, really?
Well, I don't take them, but I ask her if she wants to be unsummoned or to be put in a pocket dimension, or if she wants to go explore and
Until
she chooses to return or I call her back.
I
I see what you're saying.
Mhm.
and I guess this is no different than the usual. Tholu just chose to take a break.
If I
I
might say,
don't
Mirabelle,
believe she chose to, actually.
Well, if I were afraid and I wanted to go home to stop being afraid, I think that's a choice.
That's fine.
Wouldn't you?
I think that I understand my relationship with Tholu a little bit better than you do, whatever you may be.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
okay.
let's not
Okay.
be-
I'm just
We're
going to
kissing a little.
There is a glare that's on Mirabelle's face, and she's like, it's a stare down happening between these two.
Though, to be fair, this
Can I-
Mirabelle is a lot more pleasant than the previous one that we have encountered.
That is correct.
A Mirabelle is a Mirabelle.
That is very rude. I'm a Mirabelle too. Mirabelle 2 will go sit next to Mirabelle and Can Mirabelle too just pat the hand and just be like, I think we're.
That one upsets me.
I think we've gotten off on a.
Wouldn't even let me stab her. Wouldn't even let me stab him.
Okay. I mean, stabbing hurts quite a bit, so.
I was gonna show something really cool.
Can you tell us what that really cool thing is? And that
Well,
might.
I'm not gonna now because you wouldn't let me do it.
Would you like to stab me, Mirabelle?
It's not the same
Okay.
because I could actually stab you.
I'm well aware.
Could you not actually stab?
I'm not gonna
Just-
talk about it.
Anna?
Real quick. Gonna suggest we focus up a bit here.
Yeah.
Everybody
So,
make me a
Winter
perception check,
region.
please.
Absolutely. I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna
You know,
fail
Day is
terribly at
so
this
good
one
at
with the
wisdom-based
other ones.
things.
29.
Oh, that's 29.
As this is happening, you're starting to notice that the sunshine is receding and that the clouds are getting darker. And you look up and you see a swarm of tiny creatures with prismatic wings, and they're beating their wings in unison, and it's making a dull drone of.
Mirabelle, is that something we should we be leaving with haste?
Mirabelle's gone.
Oh my god.
Is Mirabelle on my?
No, she's gone.
Okay.
All right,
I think we should
Let's-
take that as a cue to leave.
go.
Wonderful. What direction?
Continue in the same direction.
You do notice one of them is descending.
Or we
Perhaps,
could just
perhaps
say
this
hi.
is more of a parlance than a
Maybe.
outright attack. We can.
I think that's the better idea.
Yeah.
Certainly.
Okay. All right. Hello.
It's a tiny creature, but as it gets closer to the ground, you notice that they start to expand until they're about 5 feet tall, and then they land gracefully. This is just a beautiful androgynous, dark-skinned person with long golden hair, a black robe with a high collar that covers most of the mouth with fine golden embroidery, deep dark purple nails, and white pupilless eyes. Hello, guests, strangers to the Feywild. It's a pleasure, truly. It's been so long since we've had outsiders here.
Yes.
Apologies to the conflict we had with your flying friend. We had words and we negotiated an agreement. I do hope it's of no offense.
I would certainly hope not if I knew the terms of the agreement.
That is between me and the individual. But I would very much like to establish some what's the word that these
Rules?
mortals would not so much rules. There are no rules here in the Feywild. You can do whatever you like. We
Guidelines.
implore you to do whatever you like, but there are
Standards.
well, cause and effect, which is a little less stable here, to be sure. But I would love to tell you of the possibilities of what happens when you transgress. You see, the skies by right are ours. We have fought fiercely for them. And if you are to take to the skies, then you owe. And you, well, it's best that you work off what you owe. The waters are also claimed, and if you drink or swim or partake in the water, then you owe. And it is wise to pay quickly what is owed.
And to whom do we owe a debt to for walking through the forest?
Well, no one. The forests have remained unclaimed, though there is a bitter conflict for the rights. The majority of the Feywild, as you would see, are the forests and the woods. There would be two separate factions that would swear that you owe for walking. I suppose it's whichever side you decide to stay with that you would owe.
I wonder then if we might not scout in the air or in the water, if you could be so good as to point us in a direction of something that we're looking for.
Of course, I would be happy to help. What do you have to offer?
What sort of things would you be interested in?
That's not how it works here. What do you have?
Keepsakes? Things of sentimental value?
I would gladly help you for but a moment of your time.
I would be very careful how you respond to that.
When might you ask for this moment?
The moment you are helped.
And for how long in our understanding might this moment last?
You won't even miss it. I can assure you that you won't even realize that it's past. It will cost you no time in your journey. You will be able to venture forth. I just need but a moment. Please.
What was your name? I think I missed it.
I never gave it.
Let's see.
There's something we can call
If
you
you
in the
bu-
meanwhile?
I'm not very well versed in mortal traditions and etiquette. If it is my name that you want, it is custom here that you would give yours first.
I was more so testing advice that we've been given, and it's good to see that it was sound. A moment of time for directions, that's the deal, right?
Yes.
Why don't you take one of mine? I think that of the group, I probably have the most to spare.
Is this a moment of your time? You have the most to spare? That sounds wonderful. I will gladly accept your deal.
Only if the rest of my party is okay with the exchange. I hope you understand.
Negotiations in the Feywild are not done between an individual and groups. If you are to make this deal with me, then it is between you and I.
Oh, I'm simply consulting them. I will make the final decision.
Wagering things that belong solely to you. If you believe this is the best way to move forward, you have my support.
What would a moment of our time entail?
I have had enough of explaining basic ideas to
Owen?
you.
Sana,
If
if you
it
wish,
is-
go ahead.
Where I'm from, it's customary to seal a deal with a shake of the hand. Is that the same here?
Very strange, but of course, I'll acquiesce.
Shake hands.
Okay. Something happens. You could feel it happen, but you don't know what it is. There is something that is gone. All right, so you're looking to meet with who exactly?
We're hoping you could point us in the direction of the regions of winter and spring.
They are in two very different directions, but I can tell you that if you hold, and she pulls out a lily from her boot. They pull out a lily from their boot. If you hold this towards the light, there's a fun trick in that the shadow will point you in the direction of the region of winter. And whichever way the region of winter is, the exact opposite will lead you to the region of spring.
Insight check this individual.
Sure.
I'll take the lily.
17.
Everything they said was true. But
Okey-dokey.
you do notice that they have a very satisfied look, as if they just ate a very delicious meal.
Hmm.
We thank you for your help.
Is there anything different about Shosha's aura? Sorry.
What aura?
Looking around at everyone, the auras that are KingsGuard are like Goldie Glow.
What aura?
I don't know if this is like a Darby's messing up or like.
In order to be a KingsGuard, one must swear the oath.
Oh, no.
Oh shit! Oh fuck! Look, I'm looking at Stein. Stein still has an aura.
Yeah?
Oh, Sana. Oh, Sana.
Anna never swore the oath.
We thank you for your help.
It was a pleasure.
One more piece of friendly advice, if I might ask it, just as a gift between friends.
Yes?
Whom would you seek out first?
It depends on what you hope to accomplish. I would say if you're looking for an interesting turn of events, well, you can never go wrong with the region of winter. It's been a pleasure, truly. And that's where we're going to take our first break.
Oh, Sana doesn't know what she's missing, does she?
No,
Nope.
no.
Go.
I'm so sorry. I wasn't trying to pick on you. I was like, oh, who's going to do it? Who's going to
I.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna take a quick 10-minute break and we will be right back. See you all soon. And we're back.
Hello, everybody. We've had an eventful first half. Our players have made their way into the Feywild. They've discovered that Ariel, a dagger made of a sliver of time, has here in the Feywild, a realm of chaos, has been able to create a corporeal form for themselves, albeit one made of mostly water. And an agreement was made with a fairy that has a cost that we're going to get into in depth as we continue forward. Shosha agreed to a deal with the fairy to find the location of the region of summer, the region of winter and the region of spring, and Mirabelle or Arabella went to examine the aura that all KingsGuards can see, and has noted that Shosha does not have that aura. So that's where we're going to pick back up.
Are all the fairies gone now?
Yeah, all the fairies have disbanded.
Mhm.
They've gone about their way after giving you the flower that will lead you to either regent.
Does Mirabelle ping this as weird that she has examined Sana for an aura and then gone like, wait, Sana doesn't have... Is this like, wait, why am I looking for an aura? Sana has never had an aura. Why would I try and check that? Is that what this moment's like right now?
There is something in you that instinctually knows that this is wrong, but you can't put a finger on it. Give me an intelligence check at disadvantage.
Oh. Okay.
Keep in mind, you do have...
I do. I do.
You do have...
There's also a major boon that has been spent on Arabella.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have that card. And looking at the specifications of it. Okay. 16.
It's fuzzy. Like it's really fuzzy. You feel like you should check again, but you can't remember why. I mean, it's not like Sana was ever a KingsGuard, so the instinct to check it doesn't make sense to you, but there's something in you like that's kicking, like check again, check again, check again.
Can Mirabelle too piece together a moment like that conversation's still in the mind, right? Like a moment has been taken from Sana.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that there's something wrong here. Sana's never been a KingsGuard. Sana's never had an aura, but I'm being told that that's not right, that there's something missing here.
If you choose to really focus on this, that will entail you will have to take a short rest where you are right now to truly focus on this.
Oh.
What's wrong, Mirabelle?
Sana, why are you traveling with us?
Because we all set out from Stoneheart together, and I wanted to support you all as we go through this. I felt it was my duty.
We're all KingsGuard. This journey should be for KingsGuard.
Well, of course, if you don't want me here, I can return home.
No.
That might be difficult.
That wouldn't, but then, so why are you here? If we should all be KingsGuard, and you're here, and we are not KingsGuard.
Because
I'm trying to think back, and it doesn't feel...
I mean, we traveled with Borrowin for a time, and he's not a member of KingsGuard.
But that's different.
Is it?
After we left the sunken castle,
Right.
what happened? We all we woke up,
Right.
and then what happened? We talked about what we experienced. Sana, what did you talk about?
What I experienced? I went to the second castle with you all. I was there, but
We talked about, does this memory feel fuzzy?
No, because everybody swore their oaths in secret. So
I'm trying to think back to the moment where we talked about our oaths. That's
That
what
was in the
I would-
cabin.
Yeah, I was
That's
the
in the
first
cabin.
person who opened up about my oath in the cabin.
Mhm.
yeah.
Now
That's what I'm trying to.
That's fuzzy. Now, question: are you taking the short rest or no?
I would like to take the short. Right now. I'm trying to justify Mirabelle being like, I want to focus on this for a second to the rest of the party.
That's fine. I'm just trying to. You think about it. I'll try to be useful here, and I'll take the lily and try to figure out how it works. Like, is the shadow moving at all as I hold it up to the light, or
Like a compass?
It's basically functioning like a compass using shadows as the area. Mirabelle, if you are taking that short rest and you're focusing on this, go ahead and roll me that intelligence save again, but this time without the disadvantage.
And it's a save.
Intelligence save or check?
Save. Sorry. You should have saved the first time.
Okay.
All we need is a moment of your time. All we need is a moment of your time. No, they act that plus you realizing that this person looked like they just fed off of something and they didn't give you the means to contact them for whatever service, plus all the time shenanigans that have already occurred. 2 + 2 is 4. Like, okay, wait a second. That's what you can't remember that Sada was a KingsGuard.
But rationally.
But that instinct plus everything else, Sada might have been a KingsGuard.
Oh boy. Okay.
And with a 28, you know that the longer time passes from this moment, the harder it is for the others to reach the same conclusion that you've reached.
Do I need to, like, you remember in the show Sherlock where he starts whipping John around and being like, focus, John, I need you to focus. Your memory only lasts for so long. Does this need to be like on that moment right now?
Hey, you know, that's completely up to you. But what you do know is that Sana might have been a KingsGuard.
Okay. So, you know how that very individual just took a moment from you, Sana, and then didn't give us a way to contact them about how to then how they would cash in on that moment?
Well,
Think back on our journey. Are there any moments, all of you, are there any moments thinking back that are fuzzy, that don't feel solid, like something else was happening there, but it's just not, you can't quite grasp it. It doesn't quite make sense. How
Everybody give me an intelligence save.
If you are with, does my paladin bonus apply to this?
I'm not gonna. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. I'm sorry.
No, that's fair. That's why I asked.
Yeah, because it's not that high. Well, it's a DC 20.
Okay, I've got some cards that I can use on this.
If you got cards, now's the time to use them. Oh, speaking of, somebody rolled a 1 earlier today.
Me.
D also rolled a 1, didn't she?
Don't think
I rolled
so,
a
not
2
this-
and I had
Oh
him.
yeah,
Just
just
Yeah.
a
me.
-1 modifier.
Yeah, not a nat one.
Let me go ahead and grab this bad boy.
Yeah, let
Whoops.
me. I'll.
What that?
I'll.
What
I
did
don't
that
think
say?
I don't think anyone succeeded on it.
I'll
So
do
No,
my.
yeah,
I'll do
I-
my.
Oh,
Spells
Stein
advantage.
action.
still hasn't rolled, right? Stein hasn't rolled yet.
Mm.
I'm going to
Alright.
get advantage on my next d20 roll.
Okie dokie.
I want to gain advantage on this roll.
But I still rolled a 15.
All right.
And
And I rolled a 10 again.
2 3s. God bless.
Oh my
Mirabelle,
God.
I don't exactly know what you're getting at, but
This-
I do know that from what I've heard that time works differently in the Feywild usually.
No. It's not that. Did Sana roll high enough to with an 18?
No.
Oh.
It's a DC 20.
But what I do know is that time is of the essence.
Like,
There is
but this is, yes, time is of the essence, and I need you all to try. Sana's moment might have been taken. What the moment might have been taken was Sana swearing an oath. Like,
Well, I
us.
mean,
like,
sweaty.
no, I've sworn 3 oaths in my life, and I can remember all of them.
I'm telling you, there's something not right here, and this time we have right now is imperative that you have to remember. The longer from now we go, the harder it will be to remember the truth, and the moment that's gone was the moment from your past, the moment that you probably became one of us, a KingsGuard.
Well, Mirabelle, I won't speak for the rest of us, but I trust you implicitly. If you're saying that you remember something that I don't, I will believe that, but even if that were the case, what can we do about it right now? If we all came to that conclusion, what would we even do next? We can't go back on the deal. I think it's important that you keep that in mind, because I can see that it's something you're taking very seriously. But I think we just have to keep going forward. I don't think sitting here in this grove is going to
if there is
fix
a way,
memories or meet the regents.
if there is a way to recover it, if
not here.
this is in fact the case, then we will find a way to recover it. But until then, we have to keep moving. The children of
should
magic
go-
aren't going to wake themselves up.
We
Mirabelle?
should,
Then
we
you all
should
have a
go
choice
to.
to make. Summer, winter, or spring.
I say we should go to winter.
Yes, from the description the fairy person gave, summer seemed,
Spring?
spring seemed more unstable.
Well, to be fair, what they did say was, if you'd like interesting turn of events, go to winter, I believe.
Interesting is not always good, especially when you have fairy doublespeak, but
I mean, we're in the Feywild, so we can never expect the expected.
To be fair, that whatever it was does seem to have followed through on whatever. Clearly, there is a moment that was taken from me that Mirabelle remembers. So, whatever it is, it has followed through on its deal to the T, and I don't think it would necessarily steer us in a way that is off course.
If there's a
The
way
that
to
it found
get,
music.
if there is a way to get back this memory, this moment that has been lost, I say our best bet is probably
The
to
region.
go to one of the regions.
Very well. Let's go to winter
So,
then.
We should
That
go
is,
to
of
the
course,
winter.
where new things happen.
or old
I'm
things
going
might be
to-
remembered.
I'm going to need Mirabelle 2, Lion, Owen, and Stein to make me a wisdom check.
Check or save?
Check.
Oh, no. Did I accept my sheet? Shoot. So wisdom check, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would like to re-roll a d20. I rolled
22.
Okay. Go ahead, re-roll.
I like that much better.
Noir's like,
It-
watch.
This is a very suitable story die because there is a silhouette that you see off in the distance in the sky with a golden aura around it.
No! No!
And they stop flying and they hover. And you can see that
No.
they're kind of looking around,
No.
and then they look in your direction. Fine moment indeed.
Mirabelle is scribbling in her journal just what Sana of the truth about what happened. She's scribbling in her journal like.
So
What would you say Mirabelle is scribbling? Because you are aware of the moments that are fuzzed out, but you don't know what's behind the fuzzing. So you know something's missing, but
Sana just everything that just happened.
gotcha.
Sana traded a moment. The realization that Sana's moment that was taken was probably the oath being taken. That's what Mirabelle's writing down, so that is written.
So to Owen's understanding,
Mm-hmm.
the KingsGuard
Yep.
have this glowing aura.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have this glowing aura, you are part of the KingsGuard now.
Correct.
And the KingsGuard are to serve me.
Mm-hmm. Come on.
So I see this fairy
Mhm.
in the sky
Mm-hmm.
with this golden aura.
Yep.
Come to me.
You can hear the and as they're like being haughty, like this fucking guy, they don't realize that they're flying to you and then land at your feet. And it's the same black robe individual who made the deal. What did you do?
I don't think we've been properly introduced. My name is Owen.
I think you bit off a little bit more than you could chew at that moment.
I don't care what your name is.
Oh, sorry. This is a pleasantry. I'm introducing myself. So I would like for you to do the same. We're being polite
I'm
here.
never going to tell you that my name is Ophelia, Lord of the Fairies. What did you do?
You took a moment.
That is
That's
not
fine.
what I did.
I see. Well,
Well, Ophelia, it seems that circumstances becoming, you're going to be coming along with us for a while.
I don't think so.
I think so.
This is strong magic. I'll give you that. It's something I haven't seen. This ought to be a fun game. Roll an Arcana check. This is going to be a contested roll.
Ooh, all of us? Any of us?
This is just for Owen.
God. All right. You know what? Why not? Let's just I'm gonna have that in the queue real quick. $18.
Oh my God, y'all tied. What you see?
I am because of my cosmic omen that has not gone away yet. We did get woe.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever a creature I can use whenever a creature I can see within 30 feet of me is about to make any kind of check, I can use my reaction to roll a d6 and subtract the number.
Gotcha.
So let's roll a d6.
Oh, fuck.
And then you need to make minus a d12.
Oh God! All right.
What you see is Ophelia manipulating the weave and starting to gain control of this aura, and the aura becomes thicker in order to resist. And then, Owen, you stand straight, and Sana, even without being a KingsGuard, you see the aura of Owen. Owen stands straighter than he ever has, and he takes on the posture of the King of Gloria. And you get one word and a voice of the king to tell Ophelia what to do. Any one word. It's basically command at this point.
Mm-hmm.
What do you say?
Return.
You can see that Ophelia is trying to grab the aura, but you reach your hand out, and there is just a golden thread that you grab, and you close your eyes for a moment, and you see Shosha swearing the oath, and you know your eyes are pitch black, but they are emitting starlight, and you can see a hole in the spirit of Shosha that is missing this moment, and you could easily just plug it in if you choose to.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Sana, you see Owen walking over to you, and then just place a hand on your chest, and it all comes back. You are muted right now.
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay.
Sana is going to look up at Owen and then just give the most proper, deepest courtly curtsy that she knows how. The one that
that's
is reserved
disgusting.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
I'm just
Different in our culture. I'm sorry.
I'm just
yeah,
Owen,
everything that should be afforded the king.
Owen is gonna shake his head and just be like, come on.
Muriel's gonna push Sana a little bit, like,
Just a short one. Just a short.
We'll just step in to Owen's chest.
And I embrace Sana for a brief moment and turn to Ophelia. And I was like, thank you. You may go now.
Court war with the fairies. Not a smart move. Not a smart move at all.
For that brief, I'm sorry. When I said that you were going to come along for the journey, I meant to say, you served me for that moment. So in that moment, I was technically overlord of the fairies. So I don't know how that kind of worked out. So this was still in the realm of the fairies, so I didn't go against the court of the fairies. So you were just operating under me. So now I am no longer that, and you have been released from your duties.
You notice as you say that there's a look of concern, and they check their wrist. They look at you in horror, and then they smile.
Oh no.
And then they bow. Your Highness.
Yeah, the Feywild sucks!
Can I look at my wrist?
Yes, you can.
I'm going to look at my wrist.
There is a mark there that you haven't seen before that looks to be a star.
That's new.
And Sana is standing like right fucking there. Can she Arcana check this bullshit?
This is not an Arcana check; it's a nature check. In.
Can I nature check this bullshit?
Yes, you can.
Oh, I love being proficient in nature now. Oh my
T,
god.
why do you hate the Feywild? Ryan wants to know.
We've been here.
Ryan been watching
minutes. We just got here. Oh God.
Okay, 11.
There are marks that represent status in the Feywild, and this is one of them. You don't know what it means, you don't know what it requires, but you do know that it will garner attention. A lot of it.
Is there a way to cover it?
Not
Like,
in a way
shows
that
you like
matters, I
pulls
think.
a sleeve or something down?
This isn't something that's seen with eyes, it's something that's felt.
Okay.
What
So
does that mean?
Welcome to the Feywild.
it means that I can fly.
Does Owen say that?
I think just gathering some context is like, well, shit.
You're probably allowed in the sky now, yeah.
Maybe we should ask Ophelia.
I don't think that we should ask Ophelia anything else,
Bold
actually.
to assume she'll answer in a they'll answer in a helpful way.
But we have
Very
their
bold.
name.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you know how to use it?
I
No.
just feel
Pat in
like
the
that's
cat.
Also,
Ophelia,
Yes.
explain.
You see that the gold aura is gone from Ophelia. She goes, and they go, no.
I will say, my lady Ophelia, I would not wish to go back on any deal that we had had, and since you no longer have a moment of my time, I would return this to you. And I'll hand her back to Lily, or attempt to.
They take it, smell it. Thank you so much. This has been an even, and they put it in the robe's pocket, better day than I could have hoped for.
Can I try something? real quick?
You're absolutely able to, yes.
Ooh. Maybe a little story.
Okay.
Man, we just go keep pressing buttons, huh?
we really
Yeah,
are.
we're not cutting our losses at this
I
point.
would like to.
Once upon a time, Ophelia, the fairies, took back the burden that they had given to someone unknowingly.
Oh, this is interesting. And what happened afterwards?
We all parted on our merry ways.
Mm. And then a little girl
Oh no.
who decided to play with things that she doesn't understand,
Fun.
a language from the Fae gifted to a honorable and worthy bloodline, would seek to use that gift against the Fae, and so she would never speak again.
Oh no.
Can I counterspell?
Very difficult to counterspell because it has a verbal component.
Oh.
Actually, I don't think it does. It is only somatic.
Okay.
Am I able to counterspell?
Sure.
Using a 6th level spell?
Okay.
Can I speak?
So you flick your wrist, and they do the same. Does anybody in your party have counterspell that could help you?
I haven't
No,
been
because your
studying for that
warlock
long.
is fucking
That's
stupid.
That's kind of like 301 wizard stuff. I'm not that far in the textbook yet.
Okay.
No, because your warlock is fucking stupid as shit.
Oh, you got that spell slot back, by the way.
Yeah, but that doesn't help if I don't have the spell prepared.
I know.
Actually, wait, no,
took a
no,
short
you know
rest.
what? Wait, no. Shosha's gonna. Mirabelle has tried it so many times. Sana is going to reach out and try to tap into Mirabelle 2's understanding of the of counterspell.
Oh my god, y'all. Oh my god, y'all. I don't have enough weed for this episode, fam. Like,
We're hitting the fucking gas pedal!
While that's
I'm gonna try to do that because
Okay.
at this point,
Roll me an
other-
Arcana check at disadvantage.
hey everyone, did you know that you can donate bits or channel points to help out with it?
Alicia did do 100 bits in chat and did not specify who was getting advantage.
Okay, so
Hey Alicia, can I have it?
Alicia, would you like that to go to Harper here?
Please?
while we wait for that, do I have wings now?
No, you don't.
Okay, just wanted to make sure that I'm just not a
Oh.
fairy now.
You know what? Let's just assume it's going to Harper. And if,
Okay, the next
if-
person, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
He'll default to
So go ahead.
So a flat Arcana check?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 23.
Close. So
oh
close.
God!
So close. So close. I'm sorry.
What?
You
Help?
almost
What?
got
Help?
it.
What? Help?
You almost got it. I'm
Damn.
so sorry. You know
+2
what
for
comes
Harper!
next.
+2 for Harper!
First off, you're a player.
Yeah, no, fuck. Oh, you got my hopes up, Anita.
I tried.
Here we go. Wait, what level is Counterspell?
Well, I can only cast 5th level spells.
Oh no.
That is the only spell slot that I have available.
I'm so sorry. Okay.
Yikes.
You are going to lose 28 hit points. And they can't be recovered with a long rest. You need a greater restoration.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I knew the risk. I knew the
so-
risk this time.
+2 for
So-
Harper!
It's too late.
It's too
I'm
late. It's already
sorry.
resolved.
Oh boy.
So what you see is this
But thank you,
this
Sphinx. We'll keep it.
fairy's eyes go black, and they storytell back at you that you will never speak again. And you whip out arcane energy to cut this off, and it's dismissed with a counterspell all of their own. And Sana attempts to reach into your experience to learn how to do counterspell as well, and it backfires, and you just see Sana stumble back, looking worse for wear.
I think I would like to place a hand on the shoulder of Ophelia. And Stein will say, that was actually gifted to her by the one that you gifted it to.
And she would use it at its creators.
I think with good intentions.
Well, all that is done can be undone. I just ask for a small commission. So, can I ask something of you?
Tell you what.
Yes?
Why don't you take back the moment that you gave Owen your name? And this all never happened.
My name in your hands is as threatening as a rapier in the hands of a mortal baby. You are no threat to me. You don't know how to use what you have. Clearly, she looks over to Mirabelle. I can undo all of the unfortunate unpleasantries that you and your friends have caused here. I mean, I must tell you that it has been truly entertaining. I didn't think that I would stumble on strangers, yet such bold and reckless strangers. But I can see that our encounter has left a few of your friends a little worse for wear, so I will gladly undo all that has been done. I just... for you, I wouldn't need much. I know exactly what I need from you. Can I have a word? Just one.
No.
Unfortunate. Well, I have much
I gave
more
you a
free-
word. That was the word.
Clever. But if I'm to understand mortal traditions as laid out by your friend, a deal isn't a deal unless we shake hands.
Shake the
You
hand.
shake the...
Yeah.
Wonderful. I hope you don't miss it. No, it's a powerful word. Now, which one will I fix?
You'll fix both of them for such a powerful word.
I said that I can undo the unpleasantries.
You
For
said
friends,
pleasantries plural.
Yes, I can undo both of them. I never agreed to.
Well, then, for a powerful word.
Okay.
Unless you do not wish to have a deal.
If you would like to omit our deal, if you would like to cancel it, that's fine. It's been fun, truly.
Not for me.
You see Ophelia.
Ophelia, one more if I may.
Yes.
How do oaths work in the Feywild?
You all seem to think that information is free.
Are they as binding as they are on the material plane?
Again, the free thing that I just mentioned.
So
Farewell.
if I were to swear an oath to you right now, that would not be considered binding.
I suppose there's only one way to find out.
Well, you could come down here and find out if you'd like.
They look down and see Mirabelle, and then they see you. Caution is the better part of valor. And they fly away.
Mirabelle's still unable to speak at this point, or?
Yes.
I tried. I'm sorry.
Yes, did I.
The sooner we get to one of the courts, the better.
Well, that was the direction, and I'll point in the direction the shadow was facing.
You do remember, Owen, that there are ways that you can undo some of the things that happened here today.
Mm-hmm.
It is risky, but it's something that you've all done before.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Perhaps in a safer location.
Yeah. For us, this magic is still risky, and
Mirabelle.
who knows how this will go in the Feywild as well.
Mirabelle, too. A question. If you cannot say a word, can you sing a word?
Mirabelle 2's gonna try and sing?
Nope.
Well, we press forward towards the winter regiment until we find a safer place. I don't feel comfortable trying to undo what happened.
Until then, Mirabelle 2, stay close to me.
Can you still defend yourself? Very well.
Mirabelle 2 will just hold out the blade, and then, but holding her spell book, just kind of go.
If you can't cast anything with a verbal component, it's very difficult. And you can't start your blade song. Stay close to me.
I suppose it's a good thing that you began teaching Lion.
Is my blade song
as quick a learner as I remember?
Is my blade song verbal? It doesn't say it is. It just says a bonus action to start it, a bonus action to dismiss.
For flavor, we're gonna go with it is verbal.
Blade song.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Mirabelle 2 can effectively just hit people.
Nice.
Does putting a spell slot into Castanea, is that verbal or is that just like pump? It is verbal.
Mm-hmm.
Dispelling it, is that verbal? All right, she has.
Well, you know what? No, dispelling it isn't. It isn't. But putting the spell in is.
She has Castanea for the next like 24 hours. So
Let's get a move on.
Yeah, let's move. And as we are walking towards the direction, I am just staring at this mark that I now have.
Mhm.
Shosha will take point. She was going for Lily.
Do I feel any different now that this mark is on me? Like, or is just
Roll me an insight check at disadvantage.
okay. $17.
The colors are much brighter, and if you quiet your mind and focus, you could swear you hear a song in the wind.
Okay. Is the song saying any specific words, or is it just a melody?
It is just a melody. But there's a need in you as well. You really want something, but you can't quite put your finger on what it is. But there is... You know that you get hungry, you know that you get thirsty, you know that you need to sleep, but there's something else you need, and you can't quite put your finger on it.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Owen's gonna shake off and continue forward towards the regiment.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a survival check, Sana, because you're taking point.
Cool. I do have a minor bone.
Would you like to use it now or later?
I mean, do I not want to get lost in the fucking Feywild now or not get lost in the fucking Feywild later? I would like to not get lost in the Feywild.
You find yourself walking in circles with Owen. You put your hand on Sana's shoulder, and you know where to go. In fact, you know where there's safety, where there's a place that you won't be bothered for at least 72 hours. And you give Sana the directions. They're nonsensical. 7 steps forward, 4 backs. Everybody spin in a circle, spit, and tap your left leg. Then we walk forward again. Everybody stop. Jumping jacks. Okay. To the right.
Take it back now, y'all.
3 hops this time. Cha-cha real smooth. Like, but these are the kind of instructions that you're given.
If the way to navigate the Feywild is just to do the fucking cha-cha slide,
and the Cupid shuffle and the electric slide.
Turn
it's
it out.
in succession, in shuffle, but also repeat.
And I'm going to need everybody to make me a DC 10 dexterity save.
Oh, I should actually be asking this for all of these. Is this a magical effect?
This is not.
Okay.
This is to see if you're able to follow the instructions to the letter.
Am I making this too, or
Yes, you are. It is going to cost you 2 hours every time there is a fail.
Okey-dokey. Safe.
I'll give you the choice of either getting a good luck card or bumping a day's 6 to a success.
I'm bumping a day's 6 to a success.
Okay. So you catch, like you say, to the left now, y'all, and for whatever reason, a day's about to take it to the right, and you hit him with the king's voice, to the left now, y'all. And the kingly aura takes hold. And very much like Ophelia didn't realize what they were doing when you use the king's voice, a day doesn't either. It does it to the left now, y'all. And you're able to find a old abandoned castle. And you know for certain that this place will offer 72 hours of safety. No harm will come to you while you are inside.
I'm sorry, could you repeat what was said? My internet sort of cut out the entire thing.
Essentially, Owen used his kingly voice to make sure that a day didn't mess up the instructions. And after following all the instructions to the letter, you all find an old abandoned castle in the Feywild that, for whatever reason, Owen is certain will be safe for 72 hours.
All right. Let's go inside.
The outside of the castle is run down. There are towers that look crumbled and decayed to time. But as soon as you open the door, the torches light, and it is just a warm and pleasant place. There is a throne room with lavish cloth and floor mats and draperies. You can't see any signs of the destruction that you could see outside. There is a great hall with food laid out on the table, freshly made. It's everything that you could desire and everything that you could want. And there is a wing that is just made of that it just contains bed chambers. Each room, a room fit for a king. And there are enough so that you could all have your own. And there's one communal room where if you all wanted to lay together, you could.
Yes.
There is a library, a massive library, but there is a warning on the door to the library that says the knowledge is ours and we keep it. You know that no one should enter this library.
Herbal's done fucking around for the day. Just going to see the library, turn, and ignore it.
No one said to the library. No one.
No one.
Okay.
So this is where you all find yourselves. What do you do?
Should we, since we're safe here for a specific amount of time, should we try it?
Yeah. Let's see what I can do. And Owen is going to sit down and I guess extend a conversation with the weed.
Okay. And you're trying to do the healing ritual?
Yes.
Okay. Your aura shines bright, and it requires that all of your KingsGuard be present and holding hands.
Mm-hmm.
Do they all do so? Okay. You join hands, and there is just a surge of energy that forces you to clamp down. And you take a deep breath. And this will cost you a secret
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
a love untold.
What kind of love?
What is it?
If your character feels a love for someone and has not spoken it aloud, it is required that they speak it aloud now.
Oh, here's a problem. I can't speak. Fuck.
You know that you're in the king space. Like where you all can communally speak to each other from like great distances. You can talk here.
Ah, I can brain talk. Ooh.
Oh my God. So, who starts, Owen?
Oh boy. Nose goes. All right, Lion, it's you.
Lions in it.
Wait, if no harm will come to us, can we speak our true names in this space? We're in the king space.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can.
All right. Okay.
I suppose I can provide the secret. The abilities of echo fighting that I utilize did not originate with Clan Zuko. They're a spoil of war.
You see a day's aura starts to glow brighter on one side, but there's still a dimness to the other. You can take this to mean that the fragments have only been half met.
The day will look at himself and go, I mean, do you want the name of, I don't even know what plan a day seems like. Not exactly sure why that's the case.
Woo!
A day will blush, which is interesting to see. I have also recently come to terms with the fact that I may have very strong feelings for Shosha.
And with that, for a moment, you can all see Shosha the way that a day does. And
Can I describe that?
go for it.
So there's a moment where you see Shosha at her most in control, I would say. At the top of her game, a wicked smile and crossed hands, and you just feel the waves of respect and challenge and a very deep-seated urge to protect. And also, Aday's embarrassed, the feeling that you could be protected by Shosha.
And you all...
Day is
Okay.
looking at the fucking ceiling. He is not looking at any one of you people.
And you all see that through the eyes of a day, and for a moment you feel it as if you were a day, and then the light goes golden, showing that a day's requirements have been met. Owen, who goes next?
Who goes next?
You're the king.
Yes. Obviously, Shosha.
Clearly, I mean...
I wonder what's going to happen next.
Shosha is like staring like at a point like over like Yenna's shoulder. Just like complete just like shock on her face. And I think that probably it would be a Day and Eugene who noticed that she also looks like, I think the only word for it is stricken. She won't even speak out loud. She'll just into the shared mental space. She'll say, well, my secret, I suppose, is that gosh, this is hard even mentally. My secret is that I have never felt love for anyone, including myself, until a moment ago. I didn't know what it felt like. And I don't know if the feelings that I have can be called love. But if that's what these feelings are, then I feel the same about a day.
So, with the secret half of Shosho is light and gold, And we're taken into the mind of Sosha, who is struggling with this. And what does that look like? You all see and think and feel as Sosha does in this moment.
You all see a much younger looking Ade seated across a table from Shosha. You see and hear the joy of banter exchanged. You feel Shosha holding herself back. You feel the journey across the ocean to the sunken castle. You feel Shosha's understanding of the world shaken by, as far as she knows, someone who is deeply connected to Ade. And then you see her enter the sunken castle, and you feel her fear before she steps up to take her oath. And you feel that fear melt at the feel of Ade's arms around her, and you all know that that is the only hug that Shosha has ever received. And the only time that Shosha has truly felt safe. And then you also see, or rather feel, a sense of duty that is in direct opposition to the feeling of safety and feeling torn in between the two, unable to move in either direction.
And you see all this through Shosha's eyes, and you feel the warm embrace as though you were Shosha. And with that, Shosha is covered in a golden aura, showing that the requirements have been met. Owen, who goes next?
Arabella.
When Arabella's speaking, she's actually like opening her mouth or speaking, or is it just purely?
It's just purely in here, because if you try to talk,
Yeah, gotcha. Okay. She still probably opens her mouth to try and speak and then shuts it. And says, I don't know about love. I've never thought about it. Never. Not really. I guess not in a romantic way. I think if there's someone I wish I had told Melly and Sivril, all the people who actually raised me and cared for me, how much they meant, how much love they put into making me the person I am, and that I wish I could tell them that love was reciprocated, even if I can't. do anything for them. For a secret. I'm more than a little terrified of what is going to happen next. Once Castanea's time is up, I can't put another spell slot into her. My abilities are very limited. I don't know how much I can do for you all. I guess the secret is I'm terrified you'll leave me behind. And that everything that my family and my people who raised me did was for nothing.
You all see this through Arabella's eyes, and you feel it as though you were Arabella. What does that fear, what does that concern look like in your mind?
It's watching, it's seeing all the moments in the past where Arabella has, it's like prideful moments where she's like done a spell really well, but it's also like moments of where she's like stepped in to protect someone. It's moments of like summoning her familiar for the first time and just having the joy of like, oh, like this is something I can do now. The like moments of protecting herself and Yenna with the wall of force in the mines, like all these moments where she can feel like the words that she's ingrained into her head over time, the moving of her hands, the materials used, but mostly just the moving of her mouth, and knowing that now she opens her mouth and nothing is coming out, and seeing these moments where she used these spells, all these moments just gone, just seeing people fall because she can't do anything. She's left with just a hilt in her hand. And the moment where Krona, I guess, gifted her this ability, hearing her hopeful song and then feeling like the person who gave everything to create the future where all of us came together to fight for the world, for Gloria, that she has sullied that effort, that memory, and has now put all of us into peril.
High or low?
Hi.
You got a boon too, right? If I remember
Yes.
correctly.
Yeah, minor boon.
Mm-hmm. Would you like to use the boon now or save it for later?
Let's use it now, I guess.
Okay, so what you meant was low. During this, you're the only one to see this, which is weird because the entire point of the King State is that you're all one person, but you see Mirabelle 1 standing watching, and the red hair turns blonde, and where there were pigtails, it just falls down straight. And the Mirabelle's outfit turns into a silver dress. And you see Ariel holding the dagger, and the dagger becomes a short sword. And then she's gone.
Is there a short sword on my belt?
No, you know that Ariel has her weapon form on her person, but you're able to deduce that something happened with it. And with the changing of their form, she's changing into her own being, her own state. Now, you remember being told Ariel is going to become what they're meant to be. You're meant to guide them. You're meant to teach them. And you can see in that moment of vulnerability, the chaos stopped long enough to listen. It was a fine teaching moment. Owen, who's next?
Yenna.
Land the Stein Zone is meant to feed Stoneheart. But for some time now, the land has been dying. Places that were once fertile don't hold crops as well anymore. My father's been doing his best to keep it secret. But it's only a matter of time before that gets out. The second part is stupid. Because I know the one that I would say. And I know that they would never reciprocate because it's not meant to happen. But Your Highness, I'm in love with you.
Golden aura. And we see Owen through the eyes of Yenna. So what does that look like?
Just all the time. I think the most important moment is the moment where they're standing on the bow of the ship and having the conversation, just looking up at the stars. And there's this feeling of comfort and warmth that Yenna has never felt, even with the person that she was supposed to be engaged to marry. And every time Yenna thinks of the king or sees him, there's a smile that creeps across your face in every little hidden moment that none of you might have noticed because Yenna is so stoic all the time. And then there is a crushing heartbreak and an intense pain because a king is meant to have a queen and Yenna is not that. And Yenna will never be that.
Both sides glow golden. The requirements have been met. Not so slick going last now, huh?
Bitch, if you didn't think I intended that.
Yeah, you thought you was slick, and now it's your motherfucking turn.
There's better be a fifth wheel on this car. I'm gonna be the fucking wheel on the back of the Jeep.
Fuck me. So, just clarification. It is a love that I have now.
A love unspoken. Or a love you've had in the past.
Unspoken.
Love.
Or unspoken.
If you ever spoke the love aloud, it won't work.
Mm-hmm.
But it could be a love in the past that you just never admitted to.
I guess, yeah.
Fuck me. Okay. Okay. Let's get secret out of the way. The reason I pursued anthropology, what I told mostly everyone was that the knowledge of other cultures will help people understand and move forward together. And be able to learn from each other and grow with each other. But that is not entirely true. The real reason Eugene went into anthropology was a more selfish reason. It was so he could better understand what he is. Because it was very obvious from a very young age that he was not a Triton. He eventually evolved to get to be a Triton, to have abilities, Triton-like abilities, but he wasn't. And the more he learned about other cultures, the more he was confused about what he actually is. Okay. And on that journey, there was a love that Eugene once had. But similar to Yenna, it was not meant to be, for they were engaged to someone else. And as a guest to their culture, and understanding how he needed to respect other people and the places that they've lived and the people that they grow up with, he did not pursue that love. And it was with a half-orc woman named Alyssa. Who there is someone in the KingsGuard who very much reminds him of Alyssa.
One half of your aura has gone golden, but the other half is flickering.
Fuck you, Weave.
I'm the Weave. I can do whatever I want. The snake.
Yeah.
Do not perceive me.
Yenna Stein reminds Eugene very much of Alyssa.
And you all see this through Eugene's eyes. And you feel it as though you were Eugene yourselves. What do they see through your eyes?
They see two things. They see a half-orc woman who had blazing orange hair and very much was interested in Eugene. You see Eugene and Alyssa sitting by a lake. And Eugene is explaining things that he has written down in his journal. And the inquiring mind of Alyssa was asking questions. And Eugene was answering very encouraging. And then you see Eugene look at Alyssa staring at the pages in the book, and it slowly morphs into Yenna. But instead of staring into the book with bewilderment, Yenna is looking up at the stars, looking at where Eugene is pointing, and Eugene is looking at Yenna.
And with that, the other side glows golden, and there is a welling of energy that, you know, if you spread it across all of you, will complete the ritual. But again, we are aware of the rest. So
PPK after all that.
are there any boons left?
That doesn't bode well.
I can
I had a +2 I never used.
No, you
That
can't.
I
Party
can't.
members can't.
I can't
So,
tune my own channel.
I had a +2 that never got used, I realized, but
There is a flash of light. And Maribel, you are able to speak. And those 28 hit points are healed. And everything is fine. And Yenna, you look at Owen. You look at Eugene. And then you drop to the ground.
Oh! Ah! Ah! I can see that! Diamonds!
I would like to run up to Yenna and cast Spare the Dying.
Okay.
Did you do anything?
Steve.
They're stabilized.
keeps the body
Oh,
longer.
actually, yeah. No, they're not stabilized. They're dead.
I can't spare the dying again.
Oh no, spare the dying keeps you from dying.
I am aware. Shosha is casting it again.
Yeah. You're kind of in denial as like you're trying to find some semblance of life.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Eugene,
Shosha's gonna pump 4 or 5 of these in.
I am.
Yeah.
I
Eugene,
am,
you have diamonds, right? You have.
Yenna has the diamonds.
They're
I
on.
am.
Are they on Yenna's wrist?
Yeah, Yenna has a friendship bracelet that's made of diamonds.
I am pulling. I'm going to pull from Yenna's spell pool and attempt to cast
Revivify.
Revivify.
Oh my god.
Oh,
my God.
you have?
Oh
Don't
my
you
God.
have Revivify now? It's on the
Oh my
turret.
It's got to be prepared.
It's got to be prepared.
Gotta be
Never
prepared.
heard.
Okay, so Eugene, what I would like you to do is I would like you to roll me a Arcana check with physical die if you have them. I
Oh,
want you to DM me the results, and that's where we're going to end our episode today.
What? The season! Hey y'all, I'm dead. How's it going? So I've got another character on standby. So
Oh, sick, sick,
looking
sick.
forward to that
Yeah.
next season.
Welcome to the Dead Club. It's a fun place. I recommend coming back as undead if you can.
By the way, I'm trying to do this without
Moving at a
changing
the
the
dice.
die.
Mhm.
Hold on. Okay, I can just take them out. So this is a 1
Uh-huh.
and a 6.
Yep.
You are first on my Zoom chart, my Zoom list, and that is 6 levels of exhaustion.
Yep, that's insta death.
Yeah.
That'll do it. Cool.
All right, let's see here. Okay, so if the chat is what's the lore drop thing?
And-
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought just did it or something.
10K viewer points.
Wait, somebody did it?
Oh no, the
Oh, okay.
just did bit rewards.
No, but that's for bits.
No, the lore drop itself is 10k channel points.
10K viewer points. Yeah.
If anybody that's
That
not
is not the
cast
chat.
Hold
Damn
on.
it.
Hold on.
drops
Hold on.
10K.
Oh!
Okay. All right. So there's a little bit of an after credit scene.
Do we want to do that after we do the outros, or do we want to do that now?
Yeah, we'll do that after the outros. Hello, everybody. I'm your GM. I'm Noir.
Oh, jeez.
Holy
Geekly Inc.,
shit.
thank you so much
Oh
for
my God.
that.
Oh boy.
I guess we
have
gotta
to
do it
it
now.
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 I think we're
Do
gonna
it
do
now.
it
Do it
now.
now.
We have to do it
Okay,
now.
yeah, you know what? We'll keep the game going a bit longer. Let's do it. I'm down. I'm down to clown. Yeah, between the Raiders and the Lord drop, we have to do it.
Okay.
So we finished the ritual, and Yenna drops dead. Eugene, you have seen your KingsGuard attempt to replicate the abilities of their companions using King Sense, and you have seen it backfire time after time after time. But after everything shared in this moment, you reach into the mind of Yenna, and it's difficult because that mind is slipping. The door is closing as Yenna's soul leaves their body. And you hear that song that was blowing in the wind. It warns you, if you go in, you might not come out. What do you say?
They need to live.
But you need to live. And this conversation is happening as you're walking towards an ever shrinking door.
They must see me to the end. They cannot, for everything they have done so far to get to me, they cannot go until they see this through.
They're a king's guard. They're meant to guard the king, meaning that they're meant to die. And you see just a flicker of light over the face of this being talking to you, now louder than just a whisper in the wind, now a voice in your ear. And you see the face of Eugene Festiferger with pointed, elaborate, sharp features and wings, beautiful prismatic wings and fairy horns.
What good is a king who knows nothing without the people who can teach them? What good can I do if I cannot save the one person in front of me?
The person in front of you is standing in front of you because, well, that's the best way to protect someone, isn't it? Besides, you're not just the king of glory any longer. You've got a whole other host of subjects to concern yourself with.
If I am to be a king worthy of this, the people who serve me, the people who I am sworn to lead, needs also protection, needs also life. And they need to be able to carry on the legacy.
You are now at the door and the figure is fully in the light, and you see yourself wearing the same black robed, high collar, golden embroidery robe. And they say, I know the magics that you've tapped into, and you're not strong enough. If you go in there, you won't make it back. But we could. Deal? And you realize now what it is that you've needed. There is a hunger that the Fae have for deals and promises and trickery. This is that need given form. This is that mark on your wrist. And what you seek to do, you've seen your very best spellcasting guardians attempt, and they failed. Now, I know what you rolled, and you know what you rolled. This creature, this entity, is offering to assist you. Do you take the deal or not? Tick tock. Sun King, Your Highness, Your Majesty, my lord, my liege. Let me help you.
I need your help because I need them. Because I love Yenna.
Then is it a deal?
I grab their hand.
There is an eruption of light as you see Eugene's back cut. There is a small gushing of just a white, thick, viscous sap and wings. Very prismatic wings covered in maple. They open up and you see Eugene puts their hands on Yenna's shoulders. And you close your eyes and you see the moment Yenna learned the spell Revivify. You watch as they commune with their angels. You watch as they study the words. And you take your hand on their wrist and you clutch the bracelets made of diamonds. And you speak in a voice that is not your own. Return to me now. Yenna, you awaken to see standing before you Eugene Festifiger, King of the Fairies. And that is where we're going to end our season.
Welcome in, Raiders.
Hi, Raiders!
You have got to be kidding me!
More Raiders!
Fuck's
You're king
sake.
of the fairies now. That's what I think you're king of.
Sake. Oh,
King of
man.
Florida, King of the Fairies. That's been our episode. I'll throw more channel points. More. Floor drops once per episode, y'all. Sorry.
You think we can take more of that?
I can't. I'm done.
Hello, everybody. I'm Noir. I've been your GM. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you so much to all the Raiders. It's truly appreciated. Wow. I can't even begin to thank you all enough for just coming and hanging out with us. Geekly Inc. Much love to you. Just everyone. Oh my goodness gracious.
But
But
so much.
yes. And
Hydrate.
pudding. Just thank you
Water's
so much
not going to
for
help me now. I need something stronger.
I know, me too.
Ooh.
Please.
Evil Eugene, evil Eugene, evil Eugene. Anyway, this was one day in the Feywild, y'all. But thank you all so much for joining us. Love sharing the story with you. This is the end of our first season. We will at some point come back for a second season. We're just figuring out the who, when, why, what, where, and how of it all. Well, the where is pretty simple. It's here. And I just noticed that my name was changed in Zoom to the Weave. But again, the most important part of any story are the people that help make it happen. And so let's go ahead and show them some love. We're going to start with Harper. How's it going, Harper? How you doing? Tell us a little bit about yourself, where we can find you.
Well, listen, we got a hydrate notification and I ran out of water, and so I just had a little bit of the water of life, so I'm feeling fine. Man, who thought that the episode where both Ade and Shosha confess their love for each other would be the least dramatic part of the episode? Anyway.
Yeah, who would have fucking thought?
Who would have thought that? My name is Harper, otherwise known across the internet as Harpersona, or Harpersona Games. You can find me here on Twitch or on TikTok as Harpersona. Please follow me on TikTok. I'm maybe close to a benchmark of followers that I'd be very proud to hit. And also I make cosplay videos in Shosha, so you should come check those out. You can find me on Twitter as Harpersona Games because Harpersona was banned. Don't ask me why. I'm not the one who did it. You can find me streaming on the Twitch channel that I share with my lovely, beautiful creative partner sitting right there next to me, Darby, over on Chaotic Pod. We stream 3 to 4 times a week. We'll hopefully be coming back in the next few weeks with our own actual play, Hidden Magics. But until then, you can watch us play. I play a variety of video games right now. It's Wildermyth and Assassin's Creed, 2 very different genres. So, there's something for everyone. I am very discombobulated, so I'm going to go ahead and throw it on over to Darby.
Hey, Darby, what's up? Tell us a little bit about yourself, where we can find you. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just having little water right now, just vodka means little water because there's little water in it, so
Hey, water of life.
So hi, my name's Darby. You can find me on Twitter as @DarbyPat. That's my real human name, but really I'm just a possum in a skin suit. Jesus, this was the finale of season 1, so well, you can find me on Chaotic Pod Twitch channel doing video games and stuff. Recently, I've been trying to sort through my absolutely very minuscule Magic the Gathering collection that I haven't been gathering for 10 years. So, catch me there sometime. Yes. I think that's it, because right now I'm trying to whittle down the things I'm in so I can earn money to keep existing. Yeah. Anyways, passing it on.
All right, moving right along, we've got D. D, how you feeling? Tell us a little bit about yourself, where we can find you. Are you muted?
D, you're muted.
Everything. Hello, let's try that again. Pick up. Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and all those who find themselves inside and out of the gender spectrum. My name is D. I am a voice actor, streamer, musician, professional GM with the Magpie curated play program. I also play Julian in Woodsy Studios' Crimson Spires, a visual novel available in Steam and soon coming to consoles with a fun new DLC path. On Mondays, I will have Mondays free, which will be weird. But on Tuesdays, you can find me over on my stream for the greatest esports team on all of Twitch, the Dub Club. The Dub Club is a fun multiplayer team. Thank you so much, DJ. The Dub Club is a fun multiplayer stream that I am a part of, along with my friend AJ here and our friend Milan, aka Mallard Man, in chat. It is a blast of a time. Be sure to always come through and see what shenanigans we get into. We never lose. We always win. You don't need to check the VOD to fact check that, because I just told you what happens. Don't waste your time. You know what I mean? I'm thinking of your time. And then I got a lot of things that I can't talk about, but I am open for commissions. So if you like my voice or see my demo reel and think that I would fit a project of your liking, contact me on Twitter @It'sTheRiddler, and we can talk about stuff. And this evening I have been playing the lovely Ade Zuko. And that's me.
All right. Well, moving on. We have Anita. Go ahead, tell us a little bit about yourself, Anita.
Hello, I'm Anita, or Panita, or Critical Misses. You can find me everywhere online at Panita or at Critical Misses, because this is my channel. These is the things that I get up to with my friends on a Monday night. I also just took a shot of tequila out of a skull glass, so that was a thing. You can find me here most times. You can find me over on Tall Squall's channel on Tuesdays for the Hollowed. You can find me behind the scenes here on Mondays for when we've got a new show starting this week called Forest and Flame. They just finished the session 0 up in the Discord today. And you can also find me on Vancouver by Night's Twitch channel on Wednesday. And that's for a Change Like the Dreaming game where I get to play a Fae who does bullshit deals. Thursdays I don't do much anything. Fridays you can find me running a game of Fear itself called The Growing of the Dim. So I can't speak right now because apparently I just told someone I love them and they said they love me back. Not gonna.
And then you died.
Then I died.
Accurate
Saturdays
response.
you can find me here for Morning Ritual. Guest this week, TBD. Still working on
I
it.
thought it was Chris. I thought it was
Next
Chris.
week,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, we should probably find a guest.
probably. Hey AJ, do you want to be on Morning Ritual?
It's been a long time coming.
Wait, we haven't had you on?
No.
Oh my god.
Yeah. All right.
I'm sorry.
Let's do it. Our guest this week
That's how
is
we
Susha
book
Kid.
people.
Oh, hi. It's me.
That's how we do it.
Yeah. So, find us there. I'm gonna throw it up to AJ.
Hi. I'm AJ, also known as Who Shit Kid. You can find me on the 3 T's of social media, Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok. I should move this over to this screen so it makes more sense to look over here. Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok as Husha_kid. I'm sweating. This is a lot. On the first Wednesday of every month is usually when you'll find me on Misty Mountain Legends, but due to some scheduling things, you'll find me on Misty Mountain Legends tomorrow, playing in our D&D actual play called Foul and Friends, in which I serve Lord Quackers as Dolph Fitzgerald, your cool bro, halfling cleric / warlock. I insulted a chicken god. He hit me. I have not gained those hit points back. And also I have probably have another god that follows me around. He looks like a goblin, and his name is Gabo. That's him. God, I'm just scrolling through my script. Tuesdays at 7 p.m. EST. It's time for the best esports team you've ever seen. Club. Along with my teammates Milan and D, we go through all the games, all wins every day, no losses. Do not check the VOD. Someone cut Darby's camera off real quick. Do not check the VODs, because like I said, we win. We win. There was one time, I have to tell this story every single time. We played one round. They saw the Dub Club, and they surrendered.
Holy shit.
You're a perfect individual.
Oh my god. You can let me get to that before we get to something else. You can commission my lovely partner, Kelsey, going to their Twitter that I'm putting in chat right now. They had crocheted that lovely Healy you see on Harper's neck. You also may have noticed I have a new pelt, a new star map, as you will, that was also made by my lovely partner. Now you can find me here on Saturday. I'm gonna be here on Saturday for a morning ritual. Surprise! Hi. You can hire me as a video editor. You can contact me about teching your streams, transcribing things, or I'm an aspiring voice actor. I want to be able to stand next to D and be able to be like, hey, what's going on? I also voice things. But yeah, that's what I do. Let's toss it over to the weave.
My name is Noir, and I got a mouthful of cough drop right now. 1 second.
I did not hear cough at first. That is not what I thought you said.
Just taking dicks on stream. All right. Hey, everybody. I'm Noir. You can find me all over the internet as the Noir Enigma. That's Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. Please follow me on Twitch because I need more support there. Yes, that's what I said. But please give me a follow on Twitch. It greatly helps. Definitely could use all the love you can show me there. On Mondays, you can find me over on Follow Black Cats Gaming at 12:30 for Cursed Captains of Cthulhu. I play a pirate exorcist called Papa Sad Soul. I'm sad in it. On Tuesdays, you can find me over on Bards and Barbarian for Outbreak Undead. The zombie apocalypse happened during a comic convention, but don't worry, karaoke is fine. Wednesdays, I've got 3 games back to back. You can find me over on Black Cats Gaming for Hexcrawl, where it's the spy game. I play a mechanic named Oppenheimer. I love making explosives. Then you can find me over on Feywild Academy for Scarlet Citadel. I play an elf. I shoot a bow. It's dope. And then you can find me over on TPK Roleplay, where I play Curse of Strahd. It's a good time. Then on Thursday mornings, you can find me over on Pixel Circus for Troubling Techberg, a show that I play in and produce. And then on Fridays, I sleep. In theory. Then on Saturday, you can find me Saturday morning, you can find me right here for Morning Ritual. Our guest this week, AJ Hushikid. It should be fun. I heard he's a pretty cool dude. But that's mainly me. Let's see, is there anything else? Yes, I'm writing for Necrobiotic, Cursed Captains of Cthulhu, and I've got some other projects coming up that I can't wait for you to see. I lied. There is one more thing. On Sundays, you can find me over on WebDM for Faded Suns. Thumbs up. I play a spicy Spock. That's it.
That's us. We're going to go on a raid. Because, we want to spread all of this love somewhere else. So I think we're going to go raid... Fae Fiends and Friends is playing some Dungeons and Dragons, so we're going to go say hello over there. We're starting that raid right now, and thank you all so much for stopping by and nutting with us. We are going to end the stream here, but until next time, until next season, for the king!
For the king!
For the king!
For the king.
For the king of the fairies.
For the king.